Alright folks, welcome back to another league with this green-white reclaimer list that is pretty similar to Titan Bile in its approach. So we're gonna see how things work out. This list has felt fine. It's different, actually quite different than the green-white Titan lists. We're very low on ramp, but instead of having ramp, what we have is we have access to stuff to do up the curve, basically. What's up, G-Force? How's it going? I hate to ship a turn 1 Reclaimer, but Triple Titan is too much in the opener. This hand is better. Would I rather have access to more removal? I guess against the Lurrus deck, I'd rather have access to more removal. So let's ship the redundant Dryad. Blood Crypt. That guy. Am I pathing this dude? I kind of don't want to. This is the black-red deck. No, I think I'm actually gonna do it. You know why? The reason why I'm doing this right here, it's because this deck plays the Scourge guy. So actually keeping my head above 20 means that my opponent cannot play the Scourge right here. Which seems like a decent thing to be doing there. Sure, let's get a Temple Garden. Actually, let's get Scatter Groves. So this means that Apparition enters on tap next turn, which is good. They may not be playing Scourge. I could play Dryad here. I think I'm going to. Actually, I regret that. I'm just gonna Apparition, exile the Scourge. Bolt. I get a 2/2. And I'm gonna shock and I'm gonna play a Reclaimer because if we untap, we're gonna be in very, very good shape. They could have put Lurrus in their hand last turn and they didn't. Oh, I guess they just forgot that Lurrus is in their deck. Question mark? So if we block here, they double strike, we go down to 1. Oh. So I guess that we had no choice. We were dead regardless of how we blocked. I mean, we could have just like blocked both, just thrown a Reclaimer under the bus. I don't know where that's getting us though. So, all right, Purges, bring them in. Scavenging News, bring that one in. Generous Gifts. Do we want Generous Gifts actually? Maybe not. This guy, it seems okay. This out. All the paths are good. Steve, Courser's fine. This also kills the 1-drops, I guess. Kills the red creatures. Raminap. Am I supposed to cut this guy? Feels kind of okay. Let's try this. Again, not too sure about this, the boar. I'm basically just not sure whether the boar should be my deck, if I'm being honest. A lot of these creatures are not 6/6s. Yeah, but the problem is that it's a 5-drop, right? When I get to 5 mana, I might just... I would like to be casting Primeval Titans. Maybe it's a bad way to look at it. Speaking of having a lot of removal, huh? Pick your poison. Pick your poison. Do they really have enough? Do they really have enough threats to work through all of these removal? Can they really do it? Cabal therapy incoming. Yeah, I know. I love that also all of our removal exiles, so the Lurrus is just whatever. Out of here. That's good stuff. That's a bad attack. Because if I'm gonna path this, like you're getting a trigger, so there's literally no reason to not attack with the Hellhound there. Oh, that's a shadow, which we're also going to path. How many basics do you got, opponent? Just the one? Interesting. Bug you. Just the one basic, you say? Actually, Dryad Aggro, I guess. I guess that's defensible, yeah. No blocks. These are one-shot hits, right? I don't care about these. I care about the creatures that my opponent actually can, you know, get damage from every single turn. Like this guy, if my opponent doesn't draw a land, they can't even get value from, so I'm not interested in removing that. Sure. Actually, I'm just going to apparition this guy. Oh. Is that better? Yeah, I think that's better. Because if they do kill the apparition... Alright, so I guess we're probably going to have to kill this guy now. My opponent's been drawing a healthy amount of lands. They might have no more fetchables. I guess they do. How did it previously go? We went... What was it? 3-2 in the first one, and then we went 4-1 in the second one. Brutal. Am I interested in blanking my opponent's Thoughtseizes? Nah, they used 2 already. Also, we can just kill this if we really have to. Take 0. Scourge. Sweet. Oh, did I tap wrong? I tapped wrong. Oh wow, I had lethal and I missed it because I'm an idiot. Facepalm. Big facepalm. I had actual lethal. My opponent's at 6. I was thinking about it, but then I used the red source here and I fucked it up. I used the green source here and I fucked it up. I'm an idiot. Just giving my opponent a shot for no good reason. I should have won that turn. All right. Never punish, etc., etc. Better lucky than good. Okay. That was bad. That was really bad. Also, it was a mistake regardless to play the apparition first because it enabled my opponent fatal push. So I should have just played the Dryad, make my land drops, go for lethal if my opponent has an answer to that. Then maybe I can then exile the thing with the apparition. That's when my opponent has used the removal spells. What am I doing here? Pets, purges. Actually, purge has more targets than I originally thought it did. Just got one reclaimer on the draw. Yeah, fine hand. Only way to make this hand better would be I like to have top deck the Path to Exile there. I'm probably not pathing this Hellhound anyway, but I would be pathing the 2-drop. Another guy. Which explains why they didn't fetch. Looks like bad shadow. I don't think it's so clear cut. I don't think it's so as clear cut as you were making it seem. You might have to take the board here. Can you explain the logic behind the Wall of Blossoms? It's good against the... It replaces itself, and it's good against the aggressive decks. What do I think of Zendikars impacting Modern? I'm writing an article about it. Yeah. That's funny. They actually went for the boar. That's hilarious. I'll block you. Wish I can get enough points for Neo Brand League. Yeah, a lot of people are racing for the Neo Brand League. People trying hard to get the suffering value from me. Path to Exile. God damn it. Well, I guess we have to Titan next turn, right? So we're just gonna Spring Loom here, hoping for the best. We're hoping for no removal and no land drop. If we do get to cast the Titan, we're probably going to be able to stabilize unless my opponent has TBR. But all right, that's yeah, now that's lethal. Okay, yeah, I think that this Shadow deck is actually quite good. This card really, this card is very good. This card is very good. I need a deck built around it. That John Shadow list seems very difficult for us. Yes and no. Yes and no. Like, this deck has access to 8-10 removal spells per sideboard. Punished. There's 2 untapped green sources on turn 1. This is one of the 2. Don't bolt me, bro. Gonna path me? I'm okay with path. Lol. That is really funny. Oh, did I stack my triggers wrong? I stacked my triggers wrong. I'm stupid. I should have dealt 3 more damage there. Whoopsies. Keep drawing 4-offs. I know. Cheater. Total cheater. Well, they need a removal for the Dryad or for the Reclaimer. Probably for both. So if this is an Uro. Uh-huh. Eternal Witness. Not one that you see every day, huh? How is this working? So far so good, Sergio. We lost to Shadow. What else did we lose to? Just Shadow. No, we lost to something else. I can't remember what the other thing was. Alright, so my opponent's probably playing some... I want to say Soul Herder deck. I guess step 1 is this. I'm throwing my Corsair under the bus, but I think this is better because it allows me to draw a card. Brutal. Honestly, if my opponent's going to keep drawing Path to Exiles, that's not going to be enough to keep up with my field, so there's that. Cameron 132, thank you for the follow. Have I played Amulet to return Timber? Yes. You can check out my YouTube videos. I'm going to find them in there. Draw a card whenever lands this battlefield. You control, you gain 4 life, and it is the first time its ability resolves. So they gain 4, and they each opponent and each planeswalker. That's a lot of fucking text. Just don't have lands. Okay. So we blow up the Omnath. Sweet. Let's gain a life, might as well. We blow up the Omnath, we force the chump. 1, 2, 3. I guess it's a trade with the zombie. Mucho texto, yeah. So much text. And my opponent needs to answer the top of my deck. They need to answer my battlefield, and they probably can't do all of that. Place itself gains life, makes 4 mana to cast a second Omnath, and works really, really well with Uro. Yep. All of those. Omnath number 2. They can't shock though. Love it. All right, so this seems pretty solid. Ooze seems good. My opponent is definitely playing Uro in their deck. This doesn't do anything once again. Once again, this doesn't do shit. Holoblossom seems pretty bad. Reclaimer seems excellent. Apparition seems very, very good. It even answers the Thassa. Yeah, I'm not even sure that my opponent is playing Cryptic, to be honest. So Gargs sounds pretty bad. And what else am I going to cut here? Knight of Autumn? Yeah. Let's go. Have I tried Shasharn a second? Yeah, it's been really bad, Sergio. I'm gonna cut it. I don't like it yet. I just don't think it's worth including in the deck. Yeah, we have cast Skid Swarm. We played it against the Dracitron and it just won the game by itself, which was pretty funny. I think we cast something like 3 spells in the entire game and we won. It was pretty funny. Thanks to Field of the Dead and the Swarm. Take out this morning, you're trying to... Yeah, it's just bad. It's just not enough, right? It just doesn't do enough, and as a 4-mana 4/4, it's just like, that's not what Modern is, right? 4-mana 4/4s are not what Modern is about. Oh, am I supposed to keep this? Probably not, but I kind of want to. Yeah, it's kind of busted in Limited, honestly. Okay. So now we can call on 2. Archon on 3. Trying both fields, not great. What am I calling for? Nice mana base opponent. I'm kind of feeling Tracker, honestly. Helix. Yeah. Archon has been... It is very, very good against control. I think I'm gonna double spell here. And we're gonna get no value from this Tracker, which is gonna make me sad. But I think I want to double spell. And also there's no way my opponent answers this Tracker right now, and if they answer my Tracker, that they don't answer my Reclaimer, which is probably even worse for them. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, my opponent's mana base is just an absolute disaster. I wonder how many lands are playing. Like, a deck like that cannot play any less than like 28 lands or something like that. card is fine. Yeah, I mean, not when it's your turn 3 play, right? It's fine when it enables all your synergies and stuff like that, but it's not the fine play for you to make on turn 3. Yeah, that's the joke. I think I'm probably gonna be calling for ramming up with this. Well, crab, I guess. Record trap, of course. Okay, so just gonna main phase. Call for ramming up. Well, it's still in the deck. And we're gonna try to win thanks to ramming up. That's rough. That is pretty rough. I mean, if they have nothing and they mill, exactly, I was gonna say, if they mill some Valakuts, Apparition and Charming Prince combo with Gilded Drake. Sure. Discard spell is brutal here. Black source or blue source? They can't do anything with that mana. Surgical? They should have Surgical my Dryad if they were going to do that. They kind of have to Surgical right now or play one of the things that kill me. 1, 2, 3. Did they mill the castle? No, they didn't. I think that they have something. But I just have to go for broke. Yeah, they have Drawing the Lock. Yeah, okay. So, gift, blessing, obviously, ooze, potentially Tig. Tig is interesting, actually. Tig is very interesting. Yeah, it stops Strap. Yeah, I mean, you kind of want a couple of paths so you can answer the stupid crabs. But it's like it's bad. Like you're ramping your opponent in a matchup where the ramping matters, so like it's rough. Mill has a lot of creatures. They have 8. They have the 8 crabs, that's it. Is there a cost link in your deck? I've cast a few times today. I think that Gaia's Blessing is better for a green deck than Kozilek. So am I playing more? Sure, whatever. The vast majority I like that. Yeah, like the mana scrap. Yeah, it's whatever. Like it is what it is. That many crabs should see a doctor about their condition. Sorry, Genpochi, I had to. Blessing still loses to the hate. They are running, which is round straps. Yeah, but like, what do you want me to do? So that's Kozilek, right? Kozilek also loses to it. Now, what's the plan? What are you trying to tell me here? Okay, so I think I'm gonna keep this actually. Also of note that my opponent did not reveal Lurrus, which they did in game 1, so they probably have access to Ashiok in their deck. Did I bring in? I did bring in. The thing is, yeah, sweet. Okay. So you want next level then? Play Memory's Journey and 1 Oracle? Yeah, I mean, if you die on your draw step, you still die on your draw step, right? Unless you can somehow instant speed the Oracle guy. Am I gonna path that dude? I think I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna pass them on upkeep. Discover them Magusi, Sebastian Sokol, yeah. Man, they always have double crab now. It's brutal. Double crab all the time, every time. Tell me if DFC are fetchable with the Elvish Reclaimer. No, they're not. They are spells in your hand, and they are spells. They are spells when in your hand, and they are spells when in your deck. Oh, I should have played Excavator there, maybe. Am I supposed to just hard the works, just go for Ghost Squatter? Nah, going for prime time, I think. We haven't searched yet, right? So it's not unlikely that they have a bunch of traps in hand. Field. They needed to do some modifications to the roof for the this is a little shaky. Yeah, how come? They feel okay to me. the flicker interaction. Yeah, I mean that's fine. It makes sense, right? It's the same as with Morph, like Acroma. It was a very common play pattern to just like play Acroma and like flicker it, right? It makes for some interesting scenarios. We can Titan here. Feels like I'm probably interested in that. Because we still have a field and 2 Valakuts in the deck. Sure. The creatures have been exiled. Valakut, Field of the Death. They didn't have Archive Trap, so. First stream I turned into a while and you played against Mill, classic. Yeah, I mean, it's like Mill has been very, very popular because it got some brand new toys. So there's been a pretty serious uptick in Mill strategies to the point where I'm playing Gaia's Blessing in my sideboard. Alright, OP, surgical or not? Even if they surgical, they're kind of losing to the board. Gaia's Blessing. I don't understand what their plan is. What are they trying to do? Like, can they beat the Gaia's Blessing? Like, why are we playing if they cannot beat the Gaia's Blessing? I am so confused. What are they trying to do? I guess they were just trying to see more of my deck. Seems sketch. They played the 017 Crab. I don't I don't follow how that would help them, but sure. Not sure how that would help them out, but if you say so. They need to play lifelines. Yeah, 100%. They need to figure something out to play around Gaia's Blessing effects. Do you care about this card? Or I guess this kind of card. Purges for Ashiok are also interesting, particularly because my opponent definitely has Ashioks in there. Cause yeah, I guess I want answers to Ashiok. Probably I want more answers to Ashiok than I want answers to crabs. Let's do 2 on 2. Sucks a tiny bit against we definitely want to be drawing an untapped land, hopefully a Flagstones. Turn 1 crab, every single game. Every single game, turn 1 crab. Should I worry about Shadowed Out? Like, okay, real question. Should I worry about Shadowed Out? Am I supposed to consider Shadowed Out in my decision-making process? It's funny to think about that, right? Valakut. Well, they did nothing, so I guess that I just passed the turn? No, I just play Steve. If they counter this... that means that my Reclaimer doesn't die, so that's good for me. Shadowed Out Numbos with Trap. We're playing against Mill. Like, whatever, right? Like, nothing necessarily makes sense. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Now, this is a waste of a card. This is basically missing the point, if you asked me. This is my opponent trying to get cute and then playing a strictly worse version of a deck that it's good for them, I guess. It's actually good. So here comes the Ashiok. So we're gonna use Steve in response. Just the War Jesus Phantasm. Yeah, I mean it is 1 mana mill 2 cards, so it's like it's a very bad enabler basically. So it's just that. Okay, so I'm gonna fetch now because my opponent has used their mana and I want to make sure that I can get a white source here. And if they mill both of my basic planes, we get wrecked. Like the damage is completely irrelevant, right? The damage just doesn't. Oh, this is great. This is just absolutely great. 1 mana, 1/1. Ugh, Mill, man. That's too funny. So they could have Archive Trapped there, but they didn't. So I think I'm gonna do everything now on my main phase. I can call. Does that even matter? I would just Apparition the crab. I could also just Dryad. Dryad and just make my land drops. Sure. They want to field my bounce land. That's fine. They allow me to cast another Scroll, which is good. What do I play tomorrow? I don't know. I might go back to the actual schedule, and I might go back to playing Legacy. Could be fun. I haven't played Legacy in a really long time. Ensnare and Bridge, Hog. Yeah. Again, my opponent is like struggling to pick a lane and stay there. I think that they just don't understand what their plan is. Like they're struggling to figure out what their plan is supposed to be. Because like if you're bringing in a Snare Bridge, why the hell are you bringing in a creature that you are expecting to attack with, right? Like what is your end game here? These are mutually exclusive. These two are actually mutually exclusive. So if you want to be attacking and you want to be beating down with Thieves, Guild Informer, or yeah, you got me, opponent. Yeah. Oh man, that's just too funny. That's just too funny. Cool. Reclaimer, Landfall, Sudek from today's 5-0. I'm down to looking it up, but I think that it is a little bit. And this is why Mail can never be tier 1. Yeah, it's just too easy to hate out, right? Also, to be fair, like my opponent was like they were really struggling there, so they must be just new to the deck. So maybe if we're talking about oof, that lag almost got me hard. If it's like an experienced mill player which knows the ins and out of the matchup, they know how to navigate this, you know, like tough situations, it's probably better for them. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the thing of a meme deck kind of coming out of nowhere and actually becoming good, is that you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be excited about trying it out, but they are actually, like, they don't really know, or they're not very sure of how to approach different matchups, etc. So we're playing against Money Tribal, which, by the way, is one of the best deck names that I could ever have thought of. It's so great. Oh no, okay. I guess we're not playing against Money Tribal. Alright, let's go. Okay, so if they don't have an answer to this Dryad, we're going to win the game pretty handily, I think. And if they have, like, if they have a Balagit, for example, things are gonna get really tough very quickly. This doesn't do it, though. Oh, no, it does, because they can activate twice right now. Well, that's messed up. That is messed up. Holy shit. Okay. Udo. I mean, the good thing is that if we draw an untap land, we get to prime time, and we're gonna be in really good shape. Oh shit, they found a Balakut. I guess it's fine, it doesn't matter. Like, if we draw untap land, we win the game. I'm calling it right now. If we draw untap land off the top, we win the game. And if we don't, we probably lose. Untap land. Okay. Alright, we're lagging super hard. I might need to restart MTGO. We have to path right now, actually. Did we misstep? No. We have Dryad in play. Their zombies don't really matter. Hopefully we get to finish this game so I can try to restart. F6 here. This is the issue with this kind of deck though. Like you draw your Dryad gets answered, now your Valakut is just like a bad land that you have in your deck for no real reason. So they're gonna get back Uro? It's probably the line. For what deck do you lose? I don't understand the question, Kramer. I assume that you're asking which are my bad matchups? I assume that's the question. Today I'm 2-1. Oh, what did I lose to? Okay, yeah. I lost to the John Shadow deck, the new John Shadow deck that started showing up. Shadow seems rough. It's not the worst. Could be worse for sure. But the new aggressive versions are pretty tough. How is this new the Shadow? Yeah, that's the one that we lost to. They're attacking with some Zombos. So they only have 2 mana left. So we can go get Valakut. We do. I'm thinking whether I want to play the field first or not. Whether I care more about the 3 damage. I think I care more about the 3 damage. We'll lose to Cryptic Command. But we can't beat Cryptic Command, so playing around it doesn't matter. So we're gonna get Valakut and Bojukabog. We're gonna kill Udo. Yes, always yield. Exile Udo. Play this. Gonna kill Ren. I'm gonna make many zombies and many insects. Skewed Storm is worth. It's been okay so far. Alright, you have the Cryptic. I'll scoop to Cryptic. I will scoop to Cryptic Command. They don't have it. Sweet. Okay, so Scoos sounds great. Archon / Eidolon seem pretty good. Mind Sensor, not so great against... Mind Sensor, not so great against Ren. Night of Autumn can go. Gargaroth sucks. How do we get Valakut? Because I had Valakut and Vesuva. Vesuva copying Valakut. That's how I got the second Valakut the first time around. So I still had one Valakut in the deck. Apparition looks very good here. Swarm looks a little bit sketch. Let's go with this. I'm gonna ship this. I'm gonna keep this. You don't get attack Agata because it's easy to my opponent did not show me a single card that Agata would stop. Sergio, so no, I don't like Garog. La Will de Selenia es medio fantasía, anda muy bien, Rulo. A mí me gusta mucho. No está roto, pero se porta. Y es muy divertido de jugar también. Cryptic? They didn't show me Cryptic. Like, I'm suspecting that they might have Cryptic, but I don't know that they do have it. Same with Our Promise. Like, they could be playing Primeval Titan for all I know. They could be playing Primetime for all I know. It's gonna pass and activate Reclaimer here. Put in 2 more dudes that I'm not gonna have the mana to activate doesn't make too much sense. Ashiok would be pretty backbreaking here though. If they have turn 3 Ashiok, I might not be able to keep up. Getting Flagstones here, regardless whether they kill this or not. Gust, you got it. Well, if they minus Ashiok, then they exile my dudes, my graveyard, right? So I'm not really pressuring anything. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, now I actually can get my engine roll in, which otherwise I wouldn't be able to. Eggy Benny with a tier 1 sub. Welcome back. Welcome back for the 2nd month in a row to the Prime Test Stronghold. Appreciate your support. Lost this tricky while ago. Feels bad, man. I'm gonna see that they gate back here. get back the path. That's okay. If my opponent had gotten back the Gust there, I would have considered sacrificing to go get Bog. Because Gust would be worse. But now we're gonna get the zombie apocalypse going over there. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. This gives me more mana, but doesn't really allow me to trigger field here. Still gonna go for field. Got a forest. Pass the turn. Unfortunately, we're gonna just have to jam into their open mana. Cryptic. Okay, so they are playing Cryptic. So many triumphs. I really wonder how the hell are you supposed to pronounce this word? Rowgrin? Rowgrin? Rowgrin. Rowgrin Triumph. Ketria Triumph. It's the most random names. Rowgrin, yeah. That's where I would go towards. But I'm honestly not sure. Opponent. Like the coastline art on it. Yeah, it's kind of cool. The art is kind of sweet. They fetch 4 times and they still don't have double green mana for Udo. It's pretty ridiculous. Still no double green. Now they do have double green. But not this turn, next turn. So Bog is probably the best draw here. Bujuki Bog is just like a clean answer. I mean, if they're tapping out, then Titan becomes the best draw, obviously. Why not Path? Why yes Path? Like I don't want to ramp my opponent. I actually want to try to make it so they are stuck on mana. I don't want to give them mana. Probably gonna be saving this one for Ashiok. Also, if they have a second Uro, we get super blown out, right? I just ramped my opponent. And they still have Uro. I even fixed their mana for so they can Uro on the same turn next turn. Doesn't seem too great. Feast the Cryptic. They get an Elephant though. If they find exactly Field of the Dead there, we get punished, but that's fine. Did I bring in the Archon? Yeah, I did. Cool. Pog is what the kids say. Pog. We could path this elephant and get in there for 6. How desperate are we? We're kind of desperate actually. This is bad if they found exactly Uro, but like we have to get this game over. They have another Uro. Oh no, okay, cool. Have they Stream Deck and have the Haze? I trust the league because it didn't have Hanware. Wow, that's hilarious. Stream Decker cannot work with the Hanware Battleman's Chief. I don't know why. It's not on my end. It's something on Stream Decker's end, which honestly is pretty hilarious. Sure. So now they gave me almost lethal. You can't shock. Okay, so they have the 3rd cryptic. Or verdict. Dryad. That's pretty good too. Alright, Titan off the top, easy. It's not bad. That is not bad. Okay. We can't really attack here, right? See that. See that one. Say we attack, my opponent gets 2 free blocks. But they go down to 5. Does that change anything? Not really. So let's just pass. Should have seen my face when I realized Streamsticker has not been negative. No, it's been a little bit rough. Which is weird because it's an app that has been out there forever. But like right now I'm noticing some issues that I'm like, why the hell is this a thing? Also, it's crazy laggy. It's insane how laggy it is. Growth spiral. What did they play? So 0 cards left for them. Hit the field. Eat the Sanctuary. Of course, this is also very important because I need my opponent to have less than 5 cards in their graveyard in case of Uro. Because if they stack their triggers properly, they can get priority. Path. Path. I'm gonna hold on to this one in case we draw Dryad. It's rare when it works, for like the Lurrus of any deck taking years. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Like how I don't know if it's just like poorly programmed or something like that. Sure, you get a Ren. I also don't understand why it doesn't get fixed, right? Like if all of those are known issues, like why would you just not like fix them, you know? We attack at them. I don't care about the Ren, I don't think. We attack at them, they trade here, they block here, they take 6. There's no real reason for us to do that, I guess. If we draw Valakut, we win. If we draw a Titan, we also win. But if they draw Valakut, then we are the ones that are in bad shape. Also, them drawing Cryptic sucks for us. I'm supposed to just jam, right? I think I'm supposed to just jam. Sweet. The jamming strategy did work. It's not getting better. That's not true, because we can find ourselves in a situation where we can double spell. And we overload their cards. But like they have a lot of mana, so if they draw, like the worst case scenario is that they drew exactly Cryptic. So if they did draw exactly Cryptic, which is the worst case scenario, then it actually is not getting better, because like they have enough mana to Cryptic plus cast whatever else they draw. So it was correct to jam. Three and one, not bad, not bad. It's not like they can block better. I'm trying to think if it's correct to wait until a turn where I can overload their mana. I don't care about them blocking. Like that doesn't matter. What matters is whether I can basically do multiple things in the same turn to overload their mana. But then I arrive at the conclusion that there's just no point in trying to do that. So this is a turn 4 Titan. It's probably okay. Okay, so we're playing against Belcher, which means that we're very likely to just lose game 1. And then we have a lot of tools for games 2 and 3, but we probably cannot win game 1. Just a different version of Belcher with blue cards. That's very cute. That's a Soroku. Wild Canter to fix their mana. No, Oracle is messed up. This is adorable. The selective memory win condition. Put this on the bottom. I have to assume that they have a kill here, right? Just gonna back it in. So, oof, Teague, Scoos, Blessing, Generous Gift, Archon, and Eidolon. These are all the cards that I'm interested / excited about. Couple of purges for the potential Blood Moon. Of course, there are Crewfix can go, Raminap can go. I guess Raminap is not the worst, because like the Ghost Quarter plus Raminap plus Dryad plan is not nonsense. Like it's actually a legit win condition. Wall of Blossoms and one more card. I can just cut the Purge. Like we already have enough answers to Blood Moon. Plus we can just fetch to play around it. Yeah, Apparition has been an all-star. Apparition has been very, very good so far. Just gonna get a basic forest. Play around Moon. To beat Gust and why not to Titus? Yeah, Surge is just bad. If you want to beat Gust, there's other ways to go around it. Like Sun Titan is never a card that I'm excited to put in my deck. There's literally no circumstance ever where I would want to have Sun Titan in my deck. Like if I'm spending 6 mana on a card, it has to be a Primeval Titan. Like nothing gets better. Like I'm not. The way to play around Aether Gust is not by playing more 6 mana cards, is what I'm trying to say. Like if you want to play around Aether Gust, playing more 6 mana cards is not the is not the way to go about it. Well, we cannot lose to Belcher here. Any untapped land gives me Titan mana, which probably wins. Maybe it actually wins. Alright, sweet. So this forces the double chump. Unless they're playing Lightning Bolt. But if they are playing Lightning Bolt, they're going to be able to answer my oof just the same, so. What does the opponent do? They're playing Belcher. With the card Goblin Char Belcher. So it's a brand new combo deck that was enabled by all the lands that are not lands, but there are spells. Springbloom is fixing. I'm gonna play another Purge. You like Wall? Why Wall? Like I'm setting out my Path to Exiles as a way to draw hate. No, that's not how you want to approach it. Like you'd rather have the hate card than the cantrip, because the cantrip just takes more time. So this is a turn. Okay, so we lose if my opponent has the kill on turn 3. But we're doing pretty good otherwise. Because we can Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's see what this is. Fuck. Yeah, we had it next turn, but now they got us here. So if we had been on the play, we would have won this game. Or if my opponent didn't have it all. But the plan was gonna be to just like call. We get to play around Blood Moon and everything, and we can just call for like whatever, dude. Brutal. Alright. Feels bad, man. Alright, so we lost against Belcher. There's probably no way game 1 to win that matchup unless they fizzle. Unless I want to do something like play Eidolon in my main deck. Or we could play Archon in the main deck. Yeah, Scott, Belcher became a thing when because it combos with the land spells. The spells that are lands, I guess. Operation was very good. I did like having access to this card. It has felt quite powerful. Whoops, it has felt quite powerful, and I could see maybe even playing more copies in the side. But this card is just unplayable. It's not good. So just cut that one. I could see adding Archon to the main deck. The problem with Archon is that maybe we can do something like this. I don't know how I feel about this card. Like, it was okay, but like it did some nasty stuff, but it was also kind of weird. Faster than Neoform with lesser sit. No, I don't think so. Actually, I think Belcher is more resilient than Neoform, probably. Because you get to make land drops. What did I cut? I was playing the Cheyenne, the boar. It wasn't very good. And I'm not sold on Skewed Swarm either. I'm probably going to test it a little bit more, but like, it's cute and everything, but like, it's not necessarily better than just like Field of the Dead tokens, right? And I'm probably never calling for Skewed Swarm. Like, I struggle to think of a board state where I would want to call for Skewed Swarm. Like, I already have a Dryad in play, my opponent plays an Ashiok, and I get to call in response, so I need something that doesn't die to Ashiok. And I'm probably just calling for Tracker anyway in that scenario, so it's not even good there. The more I play, the least excited I am about this card. It is also because there's been a massive downtick in prowess strategies. So like the main reason for this card was because of prowess and Gruul specifically. This was like my prowess / Gruul silver bullet. And I haven't really seen that many of either of those decks. And nowadays, with the access to Apparition, I'm probably more excited about against Gruul just going and getting Apparition. So at that point, why am I even playing Aggro for? These are the questions. These are the never-ending questions. What problem is Swarm trying to solve? Well, it was just like I wanted to test it because I had seen Sergio posted about it, and it's like he was saying that he did have a good experience with it, and I'm like, sure, I'll give it a shot. But like that's my point, and that's my issue with the card. Is like it doesn't really fix anything, which is my main problem with it, and why I feel like we probably want to cut it, which frees up some more sideboard slots. Maybe we can do Archon in the sideboard and add a Cavern of Souls. This could also be interesting. I've been kind of thinking about adding a 31st land, and Cavern is probably the one that I'm missing. I don't know. I'm probably going to continue playing Aggro for now, and then if I feel like Rule and Prowess kind of just disappear, then I might just cut it. Cavern is so bad, Reclaimer. Yes, I'm aware of that. I am aware of that. That's why I wouldn't want more than one copy of it. But just like the one copy has so much value. What do you think of Emeria Sky of Ruin? I saw 2 lists with that land. Yeah, it seems terrible, Sergio. The thing about Emeria, for those of you wondering what Emeria is like this. It's a land that gets stuff back. So this requires you to have 7 planes on your upkeep, okay? If you look at our deck construction, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. We have 6. So we can never get this active unless we have a Dryad. And if you have a Dryad, then why the hell are you not playing Valakut instead of this? That is my only issue with this card. Yes, it does tap for white, but it's worse than Valakut, and at that point, then like why aren't you just playing Valakut? Also, it's very, very common that you will go sacrificing some of your planes to Elvish Reclaimer. So like even if we played 7, it just wouldn't be realistic for this card to ever be active. But people think about like, oh, let's play lands, and everybody just like goes nuts about trying like the cutest, wildest land that they can make work, and it's just that's not how you build decks. I mean that's how you might build decks, but that's not how I build them. I usually try to build my decks thinking about worst case scenarios and trying to plan for those worst case scenarios. I don't try to build my deck thinking about the best case scenarios, because that's what EDH is for, and I just don't like EDH as a format for a reason. The wall is kind of mopey. I could also see cut in the wall. Probably for another Steve. But if I want to play another Steve and the Springbloom Druids, then at that point I feel like I need to add more basics. So that's Steve. More Steves just gets tricky. It's okay, EDH doesn't like me. Yeah, exactly. It's a mutual feeling. Maybe main excuse. Main deck Archon. I'm more excited about having a 2-drop for obvious reasons. I put Voice in that slot. I just don't think that Voice is a playable Magic card. So just I put in Voice in the deck, it seems like a waste of a slot. The days of Voice of Resurgence being a modern staple are long, long, long gone, and are probably never ever coming back. I remember when Musasabi was streaming the what's the name of the event, like the modern showcase, whatever. And like voice was everything. Every single time he cast voice, it was just so underwhelming. It was so bad. I don't think voice is a thing. I don't think voice is a thing. Anything else I might want to mess around with here? 31 land I like. Maybe it should be a fetch though. I like having access to the One of Cavern, but it's kind of bad in this kind of deck. Like if I'm not going full on Titan, we squeeze the Thalias in here. The problem if we squeeze the Thalias is that we're losing some percentages somewhere else. There's just no way around it. Like this could be a Thalia and this could be a Thalia, for example. And I just don't think I want to be doing the... Am I supposed to be doing the Thalia thing here? I could actually try that out. I'm not going to be playing this list today, but... Like maybe this is just like worth testing. Okay. So we're like a little bit closer to Titan Vial. Just a little bit closer to Titan Vial there. No, I'm not going to Catacall. Third last, you can add some Gracer. Like, there's a reason why I'm not playing Gracer in this list. I think that Gracer is a really, really bad card. And it's the opposite. Like, in fact, I would only play Gracer because I have 31 lands or 32 lands. Gracer, just like not being able to put a land into play is just... It's game losing immediately. I think in this deck, if I were not playing Thalias, I would play just Explorers. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be starting off next time I stream the deck. Which honestly might be this week. I enjoy the matches that I played today. Like 1-2 Gracer, you can path it later to wrap. Yeah, I think it's just bad. And if I'm playing Gracers, then I'm not playing Thalias. Like these are the only things that I could see slotting Gracer, and so you kind of have to choose. The way that I see Thalia is like as a way to anti-ramp your opponent. Instead of ramping yourself, you are slowing your opponent down, which is effectively the same thing. But yeah, of course, sometimes it just backfires, right? If you, although I guess if you're playing against like Belcher, for example, Thalia might give you a shot that you otherwise might not have. Probably if we had access to Thalia in today's match, in the last match against Belcher, we might have been able to win. Okay, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the content, and if you did, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye bye.